recently to demonstrate on how I cut out my falls for my whips and how I prepare them. Now, I cut mine out of a piece of red hide. It's 3mm thick, and my falls are 30 inches long. I cut them out freehand. Now, if you're in the States or anywhere else in the world apart from Australia, you'll most probably find it's hard to get red hide. So the thing to do would be to use Latigo, but no thicker than 3mm if you can get it, otherwise you'd have to split it down. Now I just cut mine, like I said, cut mine freehand. I cut, where are we? Yeah. I just cut it out. Put a bit of a taper on it, not too much of a taper. Now that fall starts off at 7.43mm. Well, this is not a given, just something close, and it ends in 4. I'll just cut out 3. Remember, when you cut out things like this, don't hesitate. Bit of practice, but you can cut them out with ease. Do it quickly. Don't get jerky. Almost saw blood on the screen there. Now, to attach the fall to the whip, you have to put a slit in here, and I do that with a 1-inch chisel. I just punch that through there. And I'll bring that up a bit closer. There we go, that should do. Oop. That's all it is, just punch it through there. That gives me a slit long enough to do what I want to do with it. And now I take the edges off these falls, all 4 corners, and I'll show you how I do that in a second. Now take the falls and I put them over a hook that I've got here in the post that I plait off, like so. That's with the grain side up. Flesh side up, doesn't matter which side you do first anyway. This is a little tool called a safety beveler. You can buy these from any Tandy store. There's a razor blade goes in there, so they're very sharp. So you have to be careful when you're doing what I'm going to do next. If you're a bit concerned, you can always put a bit of leather over your finger, and that way you can be sure that you won't take a little slice out of your finger. Now I'll just have to adjust the angle again. Now I'm going to take the 4 corners off, and oh geez, you can't see that too well. Hang on, I'll move this around a bit. Hopefully we'll get a good close-up. Where's the damn hook? There we go. Now you'll only be able to see one corner here, I think. And that's what we're doing there, you see. Like that. You do that very smartly, just go the whole length. I'm out of shot now, of course. Same there. Do that on all 3. Turn it over and do the underside, and what that does is gives you a rounded surface. Again, don't hesitate with this. A lot of people, when they do this, they get a bit jerky. They sort of go like this. Just strip it straight off. That's the way you should do it. Like I say, be careful. You can quite easily slip up here and take a piece out of your finger. It's most painful when you take pieces out of your finger. Now I grease them. Bit of leather dressing. Put that on them. Put a fair bit on. Then I take a piece of kangaroo hide lace and wrap that around just the once like that. Okay? And hold your fall and rub that up and down like that. And what that does is it rounds it off, makes it warm, and makes that leather dressing penetrate the red hide. And because this fall is the part of your whip that works the hardest, will eventually break down and needs to be replaced, but you don't want to be doing that every day or two, so it's important to grease the fall after every time you've used the whip. That keeps it in good condition, keeps it nice and strong. Whoop. There we are, and there are 3 falls ready to go on the whip.